One study, there was 1,000 men and women, and what they found was the men and women who walked for 20 minutes at least 5 days a week, they ended up experiencing 43% fewer sick days than their non-walking counterparts. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the top 10 reasons walking is great. It's a new year, and with that comes a lot of New Year's resolutions. And one of the most popular and common New Year's resolutions for people to make is to lose some weight. And with regard to weight loss, a lot of people, they have this misconception and they believe that in order to lose weight, they need to spend hours in the gym every single day, or that they need to do very, very intense exercise if they expect to see any type of results. And the truth is, if you are somebody that is brand new and has never worked out before a day in your life, this is going to be a recipe for failure, because if you try to take on more than you can handle and go 100% right off the bat on your very first day, the chances that you end up quitting and giving up on your New Year's resolution entirely is going to increase exponentially. So rather than taking on more than you can handle, you would be much better off starting out nice and slow and incorporating something like walking and gradually building up a tolerance toward that more intense exercise, which is why today I'm going to be sharing with you the top 10 reasons walking is great. The number one reason walking is great is that it's very low impact on your joints. This is particularly important for anybody that is either severely overweight, has a lot of postural dysfunction, or has any type of joint dysfunction. The reason being, when you run, anywhere from 3 to 8 times of ground reaction forces are going to be traveling up your kinetic chain. That is 3 to 8 times your body weight in ground reaction forces traveling through your ankle, knee, and hip. And if you are somebody that is either severely overweight or has a lot of postural or joint dysfunction, this can wreak havoc on your body. Let's say you weigh 500 pounds. 500 times 3 to 8 means anywhere from 1,500 pounds all the way to 4,000 pounds of pressure is going to be traveling through your knee, ankle, and your hip. And this could be absolutely detrimental to you. So rather than doing something very, very high impact like running or sprinting, you would be much better off starting out with something nice and low impact like walking. The number 2 reason walking is great is that it's not intimidating. A lot of people, if they've never worked out before, as soon as they step foot in the gym, it could be a very intimidating environment. A lot of people are going to look at all these different pieces of equipment and all of these different free weights, and they will have no clue how exactly to use any of them. And that is going to be very intimidating for most people. Whereas something like walking, it's not going to be intimidating whatsoever, because everybody knows how to walk, and walking is something that we all do on a daily basis. It's not something that is completely foreign to us. So because of that, it is going to be much more comfortable for us to incorporate something like walking into a routine as opposed to doing something like very vigorous strength training. The number 3 reason why walking is great is that it's easy to sustain for long periods of time. If you were to try to go out and sprint, you would only be able to maintain that for a few seconds. If you wanted to go for a run, if running is something that you don't generally do, you might be able to maintain that for a few minutes. Whereas with regard to walking, you can walk for hours. It is completely effortless. So rather than doing something like running or sprinting, you would be much better off incorporating something like walking to start with, as it is very, very easy to sustain for long periods of time. And the number 4 reason why walking is great is that it can help you to lose weight. With regard to this one over here, weight loss is going to come down to calories in versus calories out. There's absolutely no way around that. If you are in a caloric deficit, you are going to lose weight. If you are in a caloric surplus, you are going to gain weight. And if the amount of calories that you take in is equal to that of your total daily energy expenditure, your weight is going to stay exactly the same. So with regard to walking, how exactly can this help? Well, we already established that walking is going to be very, very sustainable in point 3. So because it's more easy to sustain, that means that you are able to do it for a longer duration. And because you could do it for a longer duration, that means you are going to burn more calories. Because if you are able to walk for an entire hour, that 1 hour is going to burn a lot more calories than running for 10 minutes. With regard to walking, the average person is going to burn roughly 150 to 300 calories in that 1 hour, depending on things like the terrain they are walking on, the speed, and also the efficiency of their movement. Now, at 150 to 300 calories per hour, that means over the course of January, if you go on a 1 hour walk every single day, you are going to burn anywhere from 4,650 calories all the way to 9,300 calories. We already know that there are 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So between 4,650 and 9,300, that means over the course of January, by walking 1 hour every single day, you can expect to lose anywhere from 1.5 1.3 to 2.7 pounds of fat just from walking. The number 5 reason walking is great is that it's a great way to lower your stress levels. With regard to this one over here, if you are somebody that has a lot of mental stress and you are just really anxious, then going out on a walk is a great way to clear your mind. And if you don't want to go by yourself, you can also go with a friend. You can vent to them a little bit and just get all the stuff that's been bothering you out of your system. And if you don't have anybody to walk with, then even just being outside in nature and seeing all of the trees and flowers around you is going to put you in a really good mood and help to lower your stress levels. The number 6 reason walking is great is that it improves circulation. When you walk, that is going to elevate your heart rate, and it is also going to lower your blood pressure. And with regard to walking, you are also going to need to increase the muscular activation in your lower extremity, your legs. And by increasing the amount of muscular contraction that you have, that is going to pump the blood through your system and allow more blood flow, which is going to improve your circulation. The number 7 reason walking is great is that it increases your energy levels. This one kind of ties into improving circulation. With regard to energy levels, when you walk, this is going to improve your blood flow due to the circulation. And blood is going to carry oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and organs. So the more blood that you have circulating throughout your system, this is going to be much more effective, and it's going to increase your energy by giving you that extra oxygen consumption. The number 8 reason walking is great is that it is going to boost your immune system. With regard to this one over here, multiple studies have shown the efficacy of walking with regard to boosting immune function. One study, there was 1,000 men and women, and what they found was the men and women who walked for 20 minutes at least 5 days a week, they ended up experiencing 43% fewer sick days than their non-walking counterparts. And the people that did get sick, that were part of the walking group, when they did get sick, their symptoms were much more mild and the duration of their sickness was much shorter. So by incorporating a little bit of walking into your exercise program, not only are you going to feel better, lose some weight, and also clear your mind out a little bit, it's also going to boost your immune system and make you a much healthier individual. The number 9 reason why walking is great is that it's enjoyable. Unlike something like high intensity interval training or very vigorous strength training, if that is something that you are not used to doing, a lot of people are not going to enjoy that type of training. Whereas when you are walking, you can bring a friend, you could have a nice conversation, even if you're just walking around, observing all of the nature around you. It's a very pleasant experience. So by going on something like a walk, you are able to put your mind at ease. And again, because your mind's at ease, this is also going to help lower your stress levels. So walking is going to be a great way that you can help to lose some weight, improve your health, and also just have an overall pleasant experience when you are training. And then finally, the number 10 reason why walking is great is that it's completely free. All you need is your own body. You don't need any type of equipment whatsoever. If you are the type of person where you are very limited on funds, or you don't want to spend the money, you would rather allocate those funds elsewhere, then with walking, you don't need to worry about spending any money. All you need to do is just go outside and go for a walk. And one of the other really great things, aside from it being free, is that you could do it absolutely anywhere. You don't need a whole ton of space. Right now, the room that I am in, it's very small, but if I wanted to, I could go on a walk right now. All I need to do is just kind of shuffle side to side, walk back and forward. I do not need very much space at all to be able to go on a walk. And same with you. If you are somebody that is very limited on funds or very limited on space, then you can incorporate walking into your program. It's going to be completely free, and you could do it absolutely anywhere, any time of the day. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Those are my top 10 reasons why walking is great. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.